Start the investigation. We search for Ramona. D-Rift. All right. To the Black Pool. Here we go. Prepare to engage. Here we go.
もしかったら子孫繁栄の材料をちょうだいね。
Let's see here. I think we do this. Can also go for weakness on them. This is fine. It's more stacks of poison.
みんなを守る。うるさいわよ。
優しくしてよ。
Right. kill the guy, this front guy.
準備できた。回って回って。
Heal. I'd like to use this.
私の愛を受け取って。
ゆっくり。
That's good enough.
.じっくり痛めつけてあげる。近寄んないで。
Let's just do
さあ
this. All right.
満足満足。 近寄んないで。
Consume the embryo.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
We want the strike.
集中しなさいよ。集中しなさいよ。よそにしてていいの？
There we go. Good. Let's take this.
「もしかったら子孫繁栄の材料をちょうだいね。
偉大なる加護をここへ。
Heal.
こっち。
All right. And
うるさいわよ。
this. Yeah. I'm just gonna get some poison on them.
みんなを守る。
There we go. That's quite a bit of damage. Let's
満足満
weakness.
足。近寄んないで。
All right, these all of them die this turn, but I take quite a bit of damage. To Aerith. Can we save more health than we lose? It doesn't look like it. Alright, I think we just take it. That's fine. Rouse. Sell that. Go ahead and increase our max HP. This is also decent, so we'll take it. Don't know what's there. Oh. Well, that was worthless. Guess we just get another symptom. Let's just take sigils. All right.
パーティーあるところにカレンありでさ。深呼吸して。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
近寄んないで。行って。
What would we like here?
気持ち悪い。
Let's do that.
回って回って。
Oh, oops. I have the wrong posse equipped. Alright. Hey, tubers. Right now just streaming this Morimens game. Happy to do some Legends of Runeterra stuff if people are interested. I don't have any specific things I'm like. I have no rewards or anything I can get out of Legends of Runeterra right now, but happy to showcase some things if people are interested. Let's see. I guess I won't use this yet. I think we just take the damage. Not going to retain anything. Right, they are going to bleed us. This gets us 2 cards. Not taking any damage this turn.
じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
Feel like, oh, I guess we'll use this.
私の愛を受け取って。
集中しなさいよ。
Strike. Alright. Keep this. this here. How has your grinding been going, tubers? Been having any progress with the 10-star?
偉大なる加護をここへ。こっち。
さあ、
回って回って。
私の愛を受け取って。
See. Launch
近寄んないで。
this. Hmm. Had some surprising results with the 10-star. Caitlyn better than Swain, 6-star. Elise, Nivea, and Bessa, 5-star struggled. Yeah, Swain is actually more difficult in this one than he normally is for adventures. That's for sure. Definitely noticed that.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Or do we do this? I think this is going to be more defense.
ゆっくりゆっくり。
Alright. Maybe keep this one.
満足満足。
Get rid of some bleed.
うるさいわよ。 言って。
Defense. That's a strike. What's going to save us the most health? Let me do this again.
満足満足。
Good.
準備できた。
There we go. I think that'll do.
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、得意。
Yeah, Kaisa's pretty easy. She definitely, I did her more than once, I think. Someone was requesting a separate run with different relics, so I ended up doing that as well. Yeah, it went pretty well. Any ones particularly that you're stuck on right now? See. Guess we can do this. Duplicate my ancient caress.
私の愛を受け取って私の愛を受け取って
回って回って
私の愛を受け取って
Let's keep this shield. There's some that you won't even try. Some of the 6-star, or just you don't have enough power on them yet to try them.
よそ見してていいの？
Let's see. Lux, the original Lux is one of my favorite. Besides her, like laser blasting out your eardrums, but I enjoy her play style. I also enjoy. I don't know. I like a lot of the different champions that are more spell-based, I guess. I tend to do things with like Searing Brilliance is my favorite relic, so I like to do a lot of things with that. Infinite combos with it. So generally stuff like there's some infinite combos with Twisted Fate with Searing Brilliance and Misfortune also. Some stuff you can do with like Spirit Blossom Ari. Yeah, there's a couple different ones that are pretty fun to do. But yeah, mostly just like messing around with different builds, seeing what I can get to work.
回って回ってこっち
There we go. Do this. No, not yet.
ゆっくり未来をこの手につかむはあ徳リーリ
Whew, that is a lot of damage. Let's not take a lot of damage.
偉大なる加護をここへ満足満足回って回って
What else can I do?
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Defense.
うるさいわよ
prevent some
気持
damage
ち
here.
悪い。
Alright. That might be about the best we do in terms of preventing damage. Go ahead and get some embryo.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
There we go. We can do
優
this.
しくしてよ。
There we go. Good. Yeah, I have Spirit Blossom Ari pretty much at full power. I don't have the one that like does damage to their does damage to their Nexus when you cast a spell, or maybe it's when a unit dies. It's one of those two. I don't have that star, but I have all the other ones on her, so she's definitely quite strong when you have her at full power.
Party あるところにカレンありです。さあ深呼吸して。離れちゃダメ。近寄んないで。
逃げないで。
うるさいわよ。
Let's see. Well, actually, if we do this, I think we generate another one.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Oh, very close to. Guess we'll do this.
It's ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
偉大なる加護をここへ。
That's pretty good.
"いい加減にして。
ゆっくり。 未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Positive about the future of the games. Dev spoke about expanding the team, their latest dev video, but in December the game felt like somewhat neglected, even with new content. Yeah, I'm sort of just trusting the devs that, like they said, they're going to be expanding things and using Riftbound assets and whatnot. Yeah, I am a little worried about, the fact that the last couple patches have been lighter in terms of, only one champion coming out and whatnot. I actually just mentioned yesterday in my video that I did that's one of my main concerns is that they're, when they're releasing less champions and stuff, they're also going to be getting less less income because, less people are buying relics and whatnot because there's less available for each of the champions. So, yeah, that is definitely one of my concerns. I hope that, they know their own finance stuff, so hopefully things are okay from that side. But I hope it doesn't become sort of a cycle, where they're making less money because they're, doing lighter patches, and then they, invest less in the game because they're making less money, and, sort of makes a never-ending cycle. So I hope that doesn't end up being the case, but that is certainly one of my concerns. But overall, I'm just trusting them. I think what they did with the 10-star is absolutely amazing. I'm really happy that they did that, and actually made something with tons of rewards and good progress, and changed things up a bit. And I'm glad, like, just this most recent patch, that they've actually added more new relics that from to the base pool. So yeah, I'm definitely really positive about all that. Yeah, I just also have some concerns. So let's see here.
みんなを守る
Do that.
回ってよそ見してていいの
How are you feeling about the game? You think it's in a good position? Or are you on the more doomer side of things?
Ready? 準備できた
私の愛を受け取って。ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
回って近寄んないで回って
いい加減にして。
Mixed thoughts. See arguments for both sides. Just waiting to see what comes out next. A couple patches. Less optimistic than the opposite right now. Yeah, understandable. Look at this. Summons. Yeah, the game's incredibly free to play to the point where whales aren't incentivized to spend much. Yeah, that's. I agree. There really isn't much for whales to spend on. Even actually, like your standard player. At least for me, like I almost, like, next month, I'm unlikely to buy the battle pass because there's nothing really I can get out of the battle pass. Like, I already have pretty much maxed resources for everything. Hopefully the relic for whatever champion they release next month is good, and then I'll, buy that relic just to keep supporting the game. But yeah, I'm pretty much, like, maxed out on resources. Like, there isn't anything I need unless they start releasing more champions. and then I'll need more, Nova shards and whatnot. But until they, release more champions, it's going to be. I don't really need much from them. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a problem. But we'll see. Definitely a lot of, wait and see how things go.
偉大なる加護をここへ。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、トクリーリ。みんなを守る。
May inflict fragile six. Your shield will not be affected. Oh, great. I put a ton of shield, and yeah, it doesn't help me. Let's give her weakness. Where's this? There we go.
満足満足。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って。
さあ、深呼吸して。
Let's see. What to heal?
いらっしゃいませ。
You think it's okay for them to release more greedy champ cons? Not as bad as Spirit Blossom Economy, but have some truly premium units in the game. Yeah. Yeah, I think they could certainly do some better stuff. I think if they get runes for all the characters, that would help give something else to grind and, work towards, as well as, some of the monetization stuff. Yeah, I think if they did something like you're mentioning, just perhaps a little less heavy-handed than Spirit Blossom, then yeah, I think it would be good. They certainly need some ways to, or I imagine, I don't know what their actual monetization stuff looks like, what the finances look like from their end. Maybe they're earning plenty of money. I have no idea from my end, so it's kind of hard to say. But hopefully they're making enough for things to work out. Ooh, I just used my heal, and now I'm about to get a big bleed. That was maybe a mistake. Well, let's see what happens here. Yeah, in general, I'm not a fan of like battle pass type stuff where it's where it expires. Like I think pretty much all battle passes should be done sort of the way that if you've played like, was it Helldivers 2? Where essentially once you get a battle pass, you can, get the rewards, at any time, basically. I think that's the way battle passes should be done, at least from my perspective. But yeah, it's it is what it is, I guess.
大きく育ちなさい。
気持ち悪い気持ち悪い気持ち悪い。ゆっくり。満足満足。
How can I?
いい加減にして。逃げないで。
Hmm. Alright. We can do this. $73. All right.
近寄んないで。
I have enough space in my hand.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Let's get this.
私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。
回って回って。こっち。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくりり。
Like it made if they made some changes to the game too, like increasing hand size and board size. Yeah, definitely dedicated landmark zone. I would be huge on. I think that would be amazing. Because I hate the landmark gameplay currently. Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that one. That would be huge. Alright. Taking a ton of damage, but let's keep this in hand. Alright, she's at half. Let's heal. Oh, I should have used this before healing. Weakness.
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
That's good.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
More of this.
私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。
回って回って。
Let's draw this.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
こっち。
Let's actually do this. You can get another.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
してていいの？回って回って。
私の愛を受け取って。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、
Alright.
毒リーリ。
At least we got some defenses here. Still taking damage. Also think they should address Overwhelm being readily available. Flattens the region deck into smashing. Yeah, I don't know what they can all do from those sides. It's a bit difficult to make major like sweeping changes to mechanics, and especially like you're probably right in general that they should do something about overwhelm and other things that are in the game, but oftentimes taking away stuff, especially that people have paid for, goes over really poorly with players. So I can imagine that's very difficult for them to make a decision like that. But yeah, I don't know what they'll do, but I think of course the game was designed as a PvP game first originally, and then they sort of morphed into this working on the PvE side. If they had started out on the PvE side, I'm sure they would have designed things a lot differently. But yeah, what can we do?
回って回って。
さあ。
気持ち悪い。
Yeah, I guess, if primarily the Beast Within is the major one, right? Yeah, but you can consider, like, Crush on the, characters' constellations and whatnot. Potentially people have, paid money to unlock those constellations, and then, now they're like, oh, I don't have my constellation anymore that I, tried to get resources for to unlock. So that can certainly end up being something that people complain about and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not trying to defend it. It's just I'm sure there's a lot of calculus that goes into how they make these decisions. I'm not a game designer, so I can't say for myself. There's certainly other choices that I would make, but yeah, I don't know what's best for the game and how to keep it healthy. I have my ideas, but yeah, I've never developed a game from my end. I've worked in software for a long time, but yeah, I know games are sort of their own ecosystem, and there is definitely a lot of public backlash for different things. Like, for example, when they made the change, it was like a year and a half ago or so, where they first released like M-Pesa and Warwick and whatnot, and people complained that they didn't have champion level up animations. For me, I personally could care less about the champion level up animations. Honestly, if you could disable the champion level up animations, I would disable them. Because for me, I'm less interested in that. It doesn't bother me that they don't have that. But there was a huge public backlash on them not having, level up animations. And so, they said, okay, we're going to slow down on releasing champions, and instead we're going to, focus more on some of these quality and, try to make their make them have like level ups and other things. And for me, that was like disappointing that they had that, and but I don't know, what percentage of the population has, or of the, I don't see all the stats of the people playing the game or anything like that. Just because I personally don't care about something, or don't want them spending resources on something, doesn't mean that's not where more of the revenue is coming from. So yeah, so I can't say without having access to the data. It's really hard to make suggestions without being able to see the full picture.
プロのメイドがご主人様のために悪人を含む汚い。
Oh, there we go. All right. Let's go ahead and take this. Yeah, I can only really identify pain points for the players. Yeah. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think a lot of this has to do with just the way things ended up from where they started. They're sort of partway down a path. It's hard to change course. Yeah, they have done some. You're right. They have done some changes, some nerfs and other things, but yeah. Her gold was double the standard gemstone value, whereas regen was the same. Yeah, I didn't notice when they made the change. I mean, personally, I prefer regen generally, but yeah, it is good to. I mean, pretty much all the. I don't pay attention too much to the gemstone rewards. I do try to get as much of the ones that benefit all champions from a region as possible. I tend to just ignore the ones that are for that specific champion unless they're blocking the ones that go for the full region. But yeah, it's just depends on the reason. I never pay for gemstones. I mostly as I earn them, I use them, but that's about it. I don't worry about them too much from my end. Tubers, you have any other games besides Legends of Runeterra you're into? Do you like roguelites in general? Do you play like Slay the Spire 2 or anything? Don't game too much, just Legends of Runeterra special to you? That's cool. Nice. Well, it's a good game to be your game. I really wish they did more to promote Legends of Runeterra and, you know, get more people into it. I think they need to at some point also work on the new player introduction to the game. Because they don't really have any tutorial stuff for it. They sort of expect. I actually had what was it? I don't know, maybe like a month ago. One of the Riot lead designers came into my stream and I was chatting with him a bit. And I was like, yeah, you know, I've tried to convince some friends to play Legends of Runeterra, but they've all had, you know, there's like no intro to the game, and they never played the PvP side, so they found it a little rough to get into. So yeah, it's definitely something where I think if they did a better job, like bringing people into the PvE side and helping them to play it, and then also promoted the game more, that hey, this is, you know, good game. It's like, you know, very fair. You know, we need some more outreach to general communities about, you know, hey, this game's out here, it's really good, so that more people get into it and it gets more support, because yeah, it could really use a lot more content, or I mean, it already has a ton of content, but, you know, at least for me to like play full time with it, I need more content. I sort of burn through their content pretty quickly. Yeah. But yeah, in general, what other games genres do I enjoy? I really like, in general, roguelites. I play like League of Legends itself. I don't know, I sort of dabble in a bunch of different things, but in general, I really like tactical games, things with lots of customization. I really enjoy Path of Exile, Path of Exile 2, you know, stuff like that. I just like games where you can customize characters a lot. You can do different builds, try different strategies. I like to, you know, think and come up with unique ways of approaching games and overcoming them. So, yeah, that tends to be the sort of stuff that I'm into. Most of why I've been playing this game is just because it has a lot of stuff to grind. I'm normally not much of this is like the only other gacha game I played for any length of time was, I played a little bit of the horse racing game just to try it out when it was all the rage for like a little while. So I gave that a go. I never paid any money for it. I think I put maybe like 60 hours into it. But this one's actually a pretty good game. You know, it's sort of Slay the Spire-y, but it's got some good challenge. You know, lots of stuff to grind. So it's certainly, I think I've put like 80 hours into this already. Yeah, a little over 80 hours. So, yeah, definitely nice. And I haven't paid any money to this game yet either. I need to actually upgrade some of my characters. Let me do that.
ありがとう。それじゃ私からも報酬をあげようかしら。
But yeah, typically when gacha games hit the point where it feels like you're being gatekept and that you need to pay money to go further is oftentimes when I drop them. Luckily, that hasn't happened with this game yet. So I've continued. But yeah, I'm sure there's probably some point where stuff like that happens. I really enjoyed the game Lost Ark. I really enjoyed that game for quite a while, but that also had some problems with its like monetization and whatnot. And if you weren't paying money, you pretty much had to be playing like and I was working a software job at the time, but you pretty much had to be playing like 3-4 hours a day of the game and or more in order to like keep up with it. And yeah, it was. I really enjoyed like the mechanics of the game and other stuff like that, but yeah, I at some point burnt out. I was like, I hate feeling forced that if I don't do my dailies and whatnot for a day, then I'm screwed. So I really in general don't like when games have daily require, like if you don't play on a daily basis, then you fall behind and it causes problems. That always frustrates me when they have like the whole missing out, on things. So sometimes that gets to be enough where I'm just like, okay, I'm done with this game. I originally wanted to do game design. When I went to college and whatnot, I even did like an internship in game design. I tried to apply for jobs in it afterwards, but it turned out to be, a difficult industry to break into. So I ended up getting sort of a regular software job and stuck with that for quite a while. Now I'm I made enough money that I'm semi-retired. So I've just this year started doing streaming and whatnot just because I have time and, I don't really need specific money. I mean, I wouldn't mind making some money off streaming. I'm currently making no money off streaming, but I wouldn't mind making some money off it just to have more money to play around with and do things with. But yeah, right now I'm sort of at a point where I can sustain myself. So yeah, just enjoying what I can and streaming and just having a good time, taking it as I feel like. But yeah, I if I had an opportunity to get into game design, I would probably still do it just for fun. I'd less about the money and whatnot, more just I'd certainly have a lot of like game ideas and other things that I wish I could bring to fruition. But yeah, without experience in game, I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe AI or other things will get to the point where it's reasonable for people to be able to, design and create their own games. But I think if you get to that point, then there's going to be a lot of upheaval with society and whatnot. There's going to be, if we get to the point where people can essentially build whatever they want for themselves cheaply, then yeah, I think there's a lot of other aspects that become problems where, if everyone could essentially design their own game for themselves or whatever quite easily, then what happens to shared experiences? Like, why would anyone play my game if they have their own ideas, or they can just take a version of my game, tell their AI or whatever, copy it and make these changes and do your own thing. And yeah, I think there's plenty of problems and other things that come up with that. There's all sorts of weird stuff that happens when you get to the point of anything can be done quite easily in a software world. I'm not sure we'll ever get there. I don't know where things are going with all this. But yeah, it's certainly changing a lot of software industry. Lots of people are focused on all this AI stuff. We'll see where it ends up. But I'm glad I'm not currently trying to apply for jobs, because it seems like hell out there from friends and other people that I've heard of who are trying to get jobs and whatnot in the industry. It sounds brutal. So, yeah. That's sort of a side subject.
近寄んないで。みんなを守る。
But yeah, in general, to answer your question, I would certainly would love to do game design. I think just the opportunity to break into the industry is a bit more difficult. It's a job a lot of people want to do, and so yeah, pretty difficult to get there. Yeah, tech industry, I mean, at least from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing talking to people, it's certainly, it's heavily focused on AI, especially people who are new. It's a lot more difficult for them to get into to things. Oh, hey, Arata. Yeah, industry's a bit cooked. You freelance nowadays, so I take it you're a programmer, Arata, or you studied computer science and whatnot. In terms of tubers, in terms of what roles seem safe, the roles that seem safe, well, probably shouldn't be safe, but are safe just because of the people in power, I guess, choose for them to be safe. But certainly, like I guess people in the positions of power are sort of the ones who are safe, right? In terms of less like tech industry side, more like physical industry, most of the jobs that are safe right now are more of the actual labor jobs, like things that require moving physical things and stuff. I think it's going to be a while before we have, autonomous robots replacing people in physical jobs. It might be, quicker than we would like that happens, but I think that we'll have a lot more software jobs replaced before people start getting to the physical labor jobs. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of what things are going to remain safe, there are also a lot of opportunities and things that sort of come with the changes. It's predicting the future is quite difficult. It's so volatile, and you don't know, like, unless you're deep in it. Like I don't have any formal training with AI stuff, so I've only seen the effects of the last job I was in, how things are going with it. I've also, I know a lot of people who use it, like people. There's definitely real effects of being able to, like, lots of people I've seen create apps and other things using AI where it's like, yeah, they actually created something. Like, it's not just, oh yeah, people, it's not all hype. Like, you actually can do stuff with it. So yeah, Rada, in your country, the exchange rate is so fucked. The only way for you to work freelance is to work freelance is if you want your time to be worth it. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I agree. Like, the more advanced that AI gets, it's going to lead to a lot of startups in general. Like, independent developers being able to create whole apps and other things by themselves. So, yeah, it's sort of a double-edged thing, right? Where it's like, okay, yeah, we both, like, developers are being removed from the industry, but also at the same time they are capable of being a lot more independent. They don't need as many people to create things, when, like, a lot of stuff that would normally be quite difficult, you could just say, hey, AI, I need to have a whole back end developed for this app. Go off and develop this. And yeah, sure, there's I'm sure if it was done by a professional, at least right now, it's getting better every day. But there's certain things where it, like, overlooks certain security flaws or other things like that. Like, there's certainly things that it can do better, but at the same time, an individual developer is able to get a lot more done than they previously would have been able to. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I have very mixed feelings on all of it. I think it's super cool, and there's, like, all sorts of great stuff going on, but then it's also causing a lot of upset for the way that things have worked for so long. Yeah. We will see how it ends up going, though. I'm just glad that my life is stable enough that I don't have to worry about it. I can sort of just observe and live with the results. But yeah, I feel for the people who are needing to struggle through this.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Let's see.
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。こっち。
いい加減にして。ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
気持ち悪い。満足。こっち。
いい加減にして。
you'll have to take off soon, tubers. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the chat as well. It's good to hear other people's opinions on what's going on, and yeah, I hope you continue to enjoy your Legends of Runeterra grind. I'll certainly we will have another episode. I don't know if you check our podcast out at all, but Dia and I do a podcast. We're gonna have another episode out on Sunday, so yeah, if you feel like checking that out, it's called Protectors of Demacia. So yeah, we'll have an episode of that. We'll be chatting more about Legends of Runeterra and whatnot. Certainly check that out. But yeah, I hope you have a good one. Appreciate the chat. How have you been doing today, Arata? By the way, Arata, I used one of your, I think it was yours. I used one of your characters for support in D zone, so I could get a second D zone done. I used sort of a scuffed build and did it. But yeah. I used your G doll.
もしかったら子孫繁栄の材料をちょうだいね。
偉大なる加護をここへ。いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
パーティーですよ。
いい加減にして。
集中しなさいよ。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
Alright, I just need to avoid purify. No purifying. That is not allowed.
近寄んないで。
Ideally, we will have him counter.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
回って回って。
So we'll do this.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Ancient Caress.
回って回って。
私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。
回って回って。
You'll be lurking? No worries, man.
回って回って。
That sounds good.
私の愛を受け取って。
Grab another one of this.
私の愛を受け取っ
There we
て。
go. Hmm.
さあ深呼吸して。 未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、トクリーリ。偉大なる加護をここへ。みんなを守る。
Let's wait on that.
準備できた。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
Thanks, Sarada. We'll wait on that. Let's see.
近寄んないで。ゆっくり。回って回って。満足満足。
Guess we can do this.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Let's get the defense.
ゆっくりこっち。
Let me do this. He's coming back.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
Alright. Should get us enough.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
Closer, you 94.
さあ苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って。
未来をこの手につかむ。
Shield.
はあ、トクリーリ。
Take some damage, but less bad. Uh,
満足満足。回って回って回って回って回って回って回って回って。ゆっくり
shield,
ゆっくり。
shield. Use this for some more
偉
shield.
大なる加護をここへ。よそにしてていいの。
Alright, take our damage. Let's use
近寄んないで。
first.
行って。準備できた。
There we go.
.もしかったら子孫繁栄の材料をちょうだいね。苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
Mm-hmm. Take our damage.
助けて。偉大なる加護をここへ。満足満足。回って回って。うるさいわよ。近寄んないで。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Let's do this.
集中しなさいよ。よそ見してていいの？いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
Go ahead and heal. And
回って回って。こっち。回って回って。よそ見してていいの？回って回って。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
blood prayer. Do this.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。逃げない。
準備できた。
All right. (9x) 98 damage.
さあ、
That seems
深呼
like a lot.
吸して。回って回って。
I think we can do.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Oh yeah. Do this.
みんなを守る。みんなを守る。みんなを守る。
All right. We are surviving now.
ゆっくり。偉大なる加護をここへ。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。
Let's take this.
準備できた。
That's much better. Hooray. Defense, good. Don't have any symptoms in my deck right now. Guess we take this. HP up. Let's rouse you. Oh, I don't have the key yet. yet. Alright.
押しつぶしていい？さあ深呼吸して近寄んないで。
優しくしてよ。
うるさいわよ。
私の愛を受け取って。
怖い。
There's some damage. Let's go ahead and heal up that bleed. So we'll give 18. That'll be enough.
集中しなさいよ。偉大なる加護をここへ。回って回って。
I guess we'll do this.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Just get a bunch of defense here.
ゆっくりゆっくり。みんなを守る。
This.
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。準備できた。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
近寄んないで。
What are you at? 70 exactly. Alright.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Copy this.
よそ見してていいの？よそ見してていいの？満足満足。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
See, he will die this turn.
偉大なる加護をここへ。怖い。ゆっくり。
Guess we just take that damage. Save these for the next battle.
やだ。
That's keys. What do we want? Let's rouse you. Sell a card. Just do this. Alright. Final battle.
カレンは選んでください。パーティーあるところにカ
fighting ourselves.
大きくなれ。逃げろ。苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
近寄んないで、近寄んないで。回って回って。
Alright. I think we take the hit.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Cure our bleeding. What are you doing? Reduce the highest Wicker by 50. 2 times. Blind and weakness for 2 turns. Alright.
薬剤降臨。離れちゃダ
Do this.
メ。いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
優しくしてよ。
I guess we chill.
私の愛を受け取って。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
苗木
right.
よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Well, that works.
私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
Summon a mimic. Alright.
よそ見してていいの？
Looks reasonable.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
さあ、深呼吸して。偉大なる加護をここへ。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、トクリーリ。準備できた。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。準備できた。
Alright. Let's wait till next turn. Summoning another.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
みんなを守る。準備できた。
面白い。
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
Let's go ahead and do this.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
偉大なる加護をここへ。
Caress. Then let's copy it.
苗木よ大きく育ちなさい。私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って。
回って回って気持ち悪
およし。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
近寄んないで。
Consume it.
偉大なる加護をここへ。未来をこの手につかむ。はあトクリーリ。
苗木よ大きく育ちなさい。
The strike.
集中しなさいよ。
いいよ
集中しなさいよ。集中しなさいよ。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。ゆっくりこっち。
甘美な死を飲み干して。苗木よ大きく育ちなさい。
All right. Do this first.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
近寄んないで。
Great.
逃げない。苗木よ大きく育ちなさい。
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
God, we have so many of these.
偉大なる加護を
Guess we could use some.
回
I
っ
don't
て
think
回
we
っ
really
て
need to, but need to
回
make
っ
some
て回
hand
って
space.
回って回って。
私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って。
こっち。
私の愛を受け取って。
Some barrier, or is it something else? Pain and pleasure. All right. Um.
準備できた。回って回って回って回って回ってみんなを守る。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。集中しなさいよ。回って回って。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。いい加減にして。
Let's draw.
気持ち悪い。みんなを守る。
Let's take strike. Now we will duplicate
苗木
our strike.
大きく育ちなさい。
Let's see.
ゆっくり準備できた。回って回って回って回って回って準備できた。よそ見してていいの？
いいよ。
よそ見してていいの？
甘美な死を飲み干して。ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
偉大なる覚悟をここへ。
I don't know how she didn't die, but
近寄んないで。
alright.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。こっち。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、徳リーリ。満足満足。
Alright. That seems okay.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。いいよ。
回って回って回って回って回って回って。
私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。これが存在の終わりよ。さあ。
consume.
偉大なる覚悟をここへ。
Go ahead.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Get our strike.
集中しなさいよ。よそ見してていいの？準備できた。
Good.
回って回ってじっくり痛めつけてあげる。
さあ。 大きくなる。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、徳リーリ。いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
How do we want to do this? I think we just do this first.
私の愛を受け取って。
回って回って回って回って回って回って。満足満足。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
think we just take the defense.
ゆっくりゆっくりこっち。
Do this.
偉
Poison
大なる
them.
加護をここへ。
Get more embryo
ちょっと
fusion
乱暴すぎるかしら。
for the next turn.
燃やし
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
準備できた。
白い。
みんなを守る。回って回って。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
集中しなさいよ。うるさいわよ。
さあ、
面白い。
私の愛を受け取って。
Let's do this.
偉大なる加護をここへ。準備できた。こっち。
I think we can just take that. Oh,
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
優しくしてよ。苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。
私の愛を受け取って。
満足満足。
私の愛を受け取って。
回って回って。回って回って。回って回って。
私の愛を受け取って。
燃やし
逃げました。準備できた。偉大なる加護をここへ。回って回って。みんなを守る。
God, so much damage. 1,100. Let's do this first.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
よそにしてていいの？よそにしてていいの？集中しなさいよ。こっち。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。準備できた。
And so much damage.
俺は最後のローマ戦士ユーハシだ。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
気持ち悪い。みんなを守る。偉大なる加護をここへ。いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。準備できた。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。
逃げないで。
回って回って回って回って回って回って回って
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って、私の愛を受け取って。
こっち。止まって。
私の愛を受け取って。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
いい加減にして。
満足満足。こっち。
This gives, so I'll give 45. That is not quite enough. Um,
よそにしてていいの？
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
回って回って。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
はあ。
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。こっち。準備できた。回って回って。
God, I'm just short.
回って回って。回って回って。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
Probably one short.
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。
逃げないで。
止まって止まって。
逃げない。
How are you not dead?
偉大なる加護をここへ。満足満足。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
逃げない。
Think.
みんなを守る。ゆっくり。
優しくしてよ。苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
よそ見してていいの？集中しなさいよ。集中しなさいよ。
God.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
GG.
止まって止まって。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
ねえ、敗北者にはどんな罰を与える？
Alright. It's getting a bit more rough. I think we gotta get some more buffs for our characters here. I mean, should probably be adjusting what I'm doing here. For that fight, feels like I need more AoE damage or something. What's the last thing I can do again? No, we're not using colorless spiral that much. Yours do. These are all really good. Huh. Trigger 50% of poison on all enemies feels a bit necessary.
私が救世主の援軍になるとでも？そんなくだらない夢。
Oh, interesting. Just wait a second to do that.
気前がいいのね。ありがとう。
Think. Let's try and do this.
ご主人、ありがとう。 私の機嫌を取る様子はなかなか可愛いじゃない。
There we go. Oops. So let's try this. This does. Yeah, we want some key flare as well. Wonder who's better off with this. Maybe we swap them. Yeah, I don't know about that. What else can we do? Defense grants temporary counter. Maybe this. Yeah, that's better. Going to try this again and see if this team has better results, just to sort of... Oh no, then I gotta go through all the stuff again. It's not just the boss fight. That's right. Maybe not. Alright. We'll try this. Should be easy now, since we have everybody at 6, or almost everyone at 60. Mm-hmm. Dexter the Traitor. Mm-hmm. It's Mr. N. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Is he the big bad that we face at the end of all this? Mm-hmm.
私を挑発してるの？やってやろうじゃない。
Let's do this first.
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
ゆっくり。よそ見してていいの？
私の愛を受け取って。
降臨せよ。
Mm-hmm.
優しくしてよ。
こっち。
Let's go ahead and heal.
逃げない。
狂気を胸に。わかったわ。奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
Guess we wait to use that till after their attack.
降臨せよ。ゆっくり。うるさいわよ。
Mm-hmm.
さあ。
降臨せよ。みんなを守る。集中しなさいよ。命令消えて。降臨せよ。
Oh, great. Can't use things from her. And I just pulled one of her things out. Lovely.
Thank you.
That was a mistake. Gonna heal here. Most of her health back. That's good.
近寄んないで。奈落の底の深淵を覗け。降臨せよ。
私の愛を受け取って。
準備できた。
Got him. Um.
「もしかったら子孫繁栄の材料をちょうだいね」。
愚かね。 せよ。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Get a copy of the strike.
よそ見してていいの？集中しなさいよ。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
偉大なる加護を
Alright.
ここへ。
Strike
さあ、
for some extra power. Applies counter.
ゆっくり消えて、奈落の底の深淵を覗け。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、トクリーリ。
Let's see. Alright.
優しくしてよ。苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。
降臨せよ。狂気を胸に、奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
Mm-hmm. How close are you? Not enough. You can, however, do this.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
And take the defense.
ゆっくり。
Alright.
偉大なる加護をここへ。降臨せよ。準備できた。
Mm-hmm.
みんなを守る。狂気を胸に消えて、奈落の底の深淵を覗け。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、トクリーリ。気持ち悪い。それで終わり？こっち。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。 私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。
狂気を胸に奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
Should be dead this turn. We just need to
気持ち悪
make sure we are surviving
い。偉大なる覚悟を
as much health as possible. Suppose we could have used self-destruct to make him do less damage. Might have been better. But there we go. We survive.
「押しつぶしていい？狂気を胸に愚かね。
ちょっと乱暴すぎるかしら。
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
Let's use some stuff.
じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。私の愛を受け取って。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、ドクリーリ。
私の愛を受け取って。
よそ見してていいの？降臨せよ。奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
私の愛を受け取って。
偉大なる覚悟をここへ。 降臨せよ。
There we go.
集中しなさいよ。
Heal.
こっち。
Let's use one of these.
降臨せよ。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Take the defense.
ゆっくりこっち。準備できた。
That's fine.
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。 この手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。近寄んないで。うるさいわよ。偉大なる加護をここへ。降臨せよ。
Okay.
じっくり痛めつけてあげる。こっちゆっくり。
いい加減にして。
Think. Still keep this. It's for the healing. And we should kill them this turn.
狂気を胸に。近寄んないで。
And just do this.
準備できた。
Hey Mohammed, how you doing? Just rouse you. Um. Should have waited. That was sort of a mistake. Needed to get some things before doing that. Yep, still grinding.
私を挑発してるの。やってやろうじゃない。
There we go.
じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
How's your grind been going, Mohammed? Do you beat chapter 8 already?
ゆっくり。降臨せよ。
私の愛を受け取って。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。それで終わり。
Middle of chapter 8. So you're probably about where I am right now.
さあ、深呼吸して。降臨せよ。みんなを守る。
I think I want to save that for bigger fight.
降臨せよ。
65. Alright.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、トクリーリ。
Ah, the arcade. I haven't tried the arcade yet. How is it?
奈落の底の深淵を
Don't you have
覗
to
け。
have your characters up to like level 60 or something to do it? You can go with borrowed max character. Okay, interesting.
好きに暴れて。偉大なる加護をここへ。
Mm-hmm.
うるさいわよ。こっち。
優しくしてよ。
All your characters are default level 60 and maxed stats and skills. Very nice. Guess we need to do this for the achievement. What's over here?
押しつぶしていい？
大きくなれ。
狂気を胸に。奈落の底の深淵を覗け。好きに暴れて。
やだ。
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。さあ深呼吸して。
Mm-hmm.
みんなを守る。ゆっくり。
Cat. Don't jump on my computer. Alright. You're just short. Yep.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
わかったわわかったわ消えて偉大なる加護をここへ離れちゃダメ未来をこの手につかむはあとくり入り
Mm-hmm.
降臨せよ
See.
いい加減にして
ゆっくり準備できた
Oh, that killed him. Well, success. Temporary strength. We'll do this instead.
「あなたをがっかりはさせないわ好きに暴れて奈落の底の深淵を覗け
Mm-hmm.
じっくり痛めつけてあげる
So don't want to use that just yet.
「偉大なる加護をここへ」さあ深呼吸して
Let's use this.
苗木よ大きく育ちなさい
Duplicate our strike.
よそ見してていいの集中しなさいよ
私の愛を受け取ってさあ
Let's use this.
偉大なる加護をここへ未来をこの手につかむはあとくり入り降臨せよ
Nice.
いい加減にして
For the exalt power stuff. It's a lot of poison.
こっち
Amplify
降臨
damage.
せよ奈
Amplify
落の底の
damage.
深淵を覗け
Consume this.
苗木よ大きく育ちなさい
じっくり痛めつけてあげる。じっくり痛めつけてあげる。
All right. Got him. Sell a command card. You have enough money for both of these. There we go. All right, see how this goes. Hey, Diversai. Will do. I will take a look at the Discord shortly. Let me just finish this battle here. Let's see.
偉大なる加護をここへ。狂気を胸に。
Yeah, it's a fair bit of damage, to say the least. They often like things will get a lot stronger.
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
I think go with the strike.
集中しなさいよ。集中しなさいよ。集中しなさいよ。
All right, we take some damage. We have some healing though. Should be all right. Pawn enemy using the skill. Use your cards this turn. Switch intention. Interesting. Okay.
好きに暴れて。
Let's go ahead and heal. Prefer to save this. You have. All right. What can we do here? Suppose. God. might want to just sort of suffer this turn. And just defend ourselves a bit. I think it might be better to just take our damage. Well, I guess we can do this. Let's see. Oh, that's also not quite enough. We are like just shy. Maybe we do this.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
That's the better choice.
偉大なる加護を
Give us some shield. Let's get some stats. Hold on to this. Take the defense.
いい加減にして優しくしてよ。
There we go. That's not too bad. We're almost full health. Not taking too much damage here. In the arcade, once you get a bit deep, you start seeing damage in the millions. The crazy scaling happens. Nice. Let's do this.
偉大なる加護をここへ 準備できた 降臨せよ 奈落の底の深淵を覗け
私の愛を受け取って。
Another one of these.
降臨せよ
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Defense.
気持ち悪い気持ち悪い
And keep holding on to this, but I'm not using it.
狂気を胸に奈落の底の深淵を覗け 未来をこの手につかむはあ特リーリ近寄んないで 偉大なる加護をここへ
Alright, next turn.
降臨せよ
Get big damage. Let's see.
降臨せよ
Can we... I don't know if we can get enough. Let's
消滅せよ
Oh boy, he's doing a ton of damage to us. We need to stop that.
降臨せよ。ゆっくり。降臨せよ。
Alright. Chaos arrival. Alright.
みんなを守る。
Let's heal.
こっち。奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
We need. Let's see, we have 12. Okay, we have enough space.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
Let's get more of this.
私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。
近寄んないで。
Perfect. Alright. I think we are ready for next turn. He goes behind his dudes. That's not cool.
偉大なる加護をここへ。未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
ゆっくり。
Is this anything?
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
We'll do this.
気持ち悪い。気持ち悪い。気持ち悪い。奈落の底の深淵を覗け。狂気を胸に。準備できた。
Alright, we are living. Living is good.
降臨せよ。
ちょっと乱暴すぎる
Yeah,
かしら。
yeah. Million seems like a lot when you have only 900 HP. Alright, I think we take the rest of the damage and we try to survive. God, he's doing so much damage. So we can deal 3,000 plus another 3,000. So we can deal 6,000, but that's not even close to all his health here. So let's do this first.
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。 私の愛を受け取って。
ゆっくり。
私の愛を受け取って。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。近寄んないで。偉大なる加護をここへ。集中しなさいよ。
He's doing so much damage. We have enough death resistance to survive a little bit here, but oh, great. He summoned a whole bunch more things that we now need to deal with.
みんなを守る。
狂気を胸に。苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。奈落の底の深淵を覗け。私の愛を受け取って。私の愛を受け取って。
準備できた。消えて。
Alright. We are currently alive, if just barely. Still have 200 death resistance.
降臨せよ。ゆっくり。
苗木よ、大きく育ちなさい。
みんなを守る。偉大なる加護をここへ。
私の愛を受け取って。
未来をこの手につかむ。はあ、とくり入り。よそ見してていいの？よそ見してていいの？
Don't know if we survive this. I think we, because it halves our death resistance every time, we die like 2 times off this. So we should be okay. He should almost die, or he should die to poison. Hooray! We survived, and he is dead. That was close, though. Yeah, I just took a look. Yeah, I'm down to do the podcast today. That's fine. Looks like Hooded said 7 p.m. Eastern, so that would be in like 4 hours or so. All right, sounds good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The authority of rapture.
ねえ、敗北者にはどんな罰を与える？
Hooray! We actually managed within 15 turns, even though we had to use a bunch of death resistance stuff. Each time death resistance is triggered, we draw one of these. I think we want to get to that. Residents choose additional card. Interesting. I'm gonna wait on that. $58. How close are we to 45? Not close. All right. Hooray. Now
無意味ね。こんなの全く無意味よ。
Oh, okay, yeah, I need to still
体
execute. There we
が
go.
熱くなってきたわ。
Feels like we need more upgrades. Oh, actually, it is lunchtime here. I'm gonna feed my cats and myself. So this is probably a good stopping point for now. Still a bit of, looks like another 4 missions or so to go for this chapter, but I will finish this up later. I probably won't be streaming more today since it looks like we're going to record a podcast later. So yeah, going to take a break for a bit, and then yeah, should be back on tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good one.